so many lessons we learn on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And so I think it's important that we take more than just a mental note of what we've been through, because it's an opportunity for us to grow. It's an opportunity for us to improve ourselves, to actually be better. I personally don't think I have the best memory. I forget a lot of stuff, forget names, things I said, things I did. It's just how it is. So I think it's important that we all reflect on, just different situations. There's so many ways to look at things. Just something as simple as how you did or didn't greet or speak to your cashier at the grocery store, or how you did or didn't speak or respond to your coworker or your boss or whatever, or your waitress or your waiter. Thinking back on, did I respond, did I speak, or did I have a demeanor that was off-putting or disrespectful? Did I expect them to do something that they didn't do or act or say, and because it wasn't what I expected, I responded in a way that could have made them feel basically the way that I felt in that time. That's an extreme situation. But I feel like we do those kind of things a lot. I think one of the biggest areas for us to learn from, grow in, find opportunities to adjust how we act is just in conversations with people. We have hundreds and hundreds of interactions or opportunities to interact with people on a weekly, monthly basis. Obviously, it varies per person, depending on the type of career you have, your extracurricular activities, hobbies, etc. But we have so many opportunities to interact with people. Some that we take lightly, some that we blow past, and some that we completely just miss. Opportunities to speak with someone, to learn about their struggles and what they're going through. Opportunities to just honestly realize that we all have our own problems. We all have our own issues that we're dealing with. I really believe, the quote's out there, we all seen it, that everyone is fighting a battle that you don't know about. And when you really have, intimate conversations with people, and you get beyond the casual, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. Conversations, a good 20, 30, 1 hour conversation with people to actually just learn about what they're thinking and what they're going through. I personally feel it becomes so much easier to be empathetic of just humans. Because I don't know, just thinking about how I think a lot of us are so groomed to live in our own world I'm guilty of it. I'm been challenging myself to look at every situation I come across, especially the ones where I feel like I'm on the losing end, or things didn't go the way I wanted it to, or the conversation, or just the result of whatever it was didn't go the way I would have preferred it to, for whatever reason. To maybe not immediately, but later that day, the next night, end of the week, whatever, end of the month, think about like, man, I could have done that so much differently. Or maybe they said that because they were tired, or maybe they said that because something's going on at home that I got no idea about what they're fighting right now. Or maybe they don't feel good, or maybe they're hungry, or maybe, who knows? Who knows what they're going through? And, that can be as simple, talking conversations, but even like, who's not guilty of blowing the horn at somebody when they're driving too slow on the highway? Well, how do you know that person, didn't have the worst day ever, and they just are just deep in thought and just taking their time because they don't want to move too fast? Or, you just never know. You just never know what people are going through. And I think when you find yourself judging someone, when you find yourself assuming that someone means bad towards you, even if that might be the truth, I think being empathetic, even to the point of, wow, they must really be hurting right now, or they must really be going through something. Something isn't right with them to the point where they want to bring me down. And I feel, I hate that for them. I want everyone to be happy with themselves. I think we all have our own insecurities that we fight, that we battle, and without realizing it, we do things, we say things, we go places that are literally on the backs of our insecurities. Whether it is, clothes we buy, how we dress, the reason we drink to the point where you can't understand us talking, or we buy fancy big cars when we know we shouldn't, or houses, or blowing money at bars, or the list goes on. There's so many things. Draw a blank, but there's so many things that we all do, we've done, that are literal signs of insecurities that we're going through. And again, going full circle of realizing that we all have our own problems. We all are fighting something. When we realize that, I personally find that it makes it so much easier not to get upset with people, not to judge people, and even back to just make it. I want to make it about me, like not to be swayed up or down by people's opinions. Like literally, the only opinion that actually matters is my own.